What's up, guys? So we should actually be live. Please forgive us for the technical difficulties we had tonight. But you have this tuned into the Winning Women Network. This is Keisha Bass, and I am going to we're gonna get this party started. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm gonna mute out Angie. Angie. You could just take over. If you guys can mute yourselves out if you have background noise, and we're going to rock. All right, I'll be right back.
We are live, Keisha.
Cool. You guys can rock. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining our Hangouts, our Women Winning Hangout today, this Sunday evening. And my name is Scarlett Roger, and I want to thank you guys for your patience because it's been a challenge, but that's what we're all about here in this awesome, awesome company. I'm going to go ahead and just step right in, and I want to introduce these women because we all come from different backgrounds and total different worlds, and we're all together growing our business and growing as women and growing our families through this program, and it's awesome and amazing. And so, Angie, can you step up and just start telling us your story and how you came into DS Domination and the unit and what it's done in your life?
Absolutely. My name is Angie Tonini Rogers, and again, want to thank you for your patience. You know, sometimes in the internet world we get a few glitches, but you just persistence and consistency. That's what it's all about. So I am a mom of 3 boys, and I also still work full-time as a nurse manager for a psychiatric hospital, and I am on call 24/7 for them. So I am a busy football mom as well. 2 of my 3 are in football, so I am able to do this business with all of that. So that's the first thing I want to tell you, is that if you are thinking that this is something that will take a bunch of your time and that you might have struggles related to your time and also doing this business, I'm here to tell you that if you are determined to do something, then you can do it. You know, and this is a business, so you're starting your own business. So if you are serious about starting a business and you know, working with a team of wonderful women such as these on this panel, then you know, this is something definitely you should look into. So I started back mid-January, and I listed what the training does is it teaches us how to list on eBay, build a business on eBay and on Amazon for some of our other training. And I listed my very first item back on January 19th, and on January 21st, I had sold one of those items, and it was a $20 profit. So within less than 48 hours, I was able to make back the $20 that I had paid for the training for that month. Now, I do want to put out an income disclaimer. Any income or earnings that you hear about here tonight on this Hangout, it doesn't mean that that will be your result. We can't guarantee any results for anyone. So the income disclaimer is nobody is up here telling you that you're definitely going to make money or that you're going to make thousands of dollars or whatever. My result is my result. I don't know what your work ethic is or what you are willing to do, so I can't speak for what your success will be. However, what I can say is that this is a simple step-by-step training that you're able to watch a few training videos and then implement what you learn. And then, like I said, for me, within 48 hours, I made my first sale, and I made the $20 that it took to get started back. So 48 hours, $20, I'm not sure about you, but I have tried several other businesses from home, and that is a result that I had never gotten before in the years of trying different things at home. I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur, and I've always had that spirit, and so throughout the years I've tried different things, and this is the first time that I've been able to see those results since I had ever tried anything else. So it's pretty exciting to me. It's very simple, step by step, and to be part of a team that is so just really supportive and non-competitive. It is so refreshing to be with a group of people that really want to help each other succeed. We have a very supportive group. We have a private Facebook group that we're all a part of. We have this Winning Women's Network that Keisha Bass, one of our leaders, fierce leader, she started this platform for us. So it's just been a blessing to be part of this.
Thank you so much, Angie. And you've got a full-time job. I coach cheerleading, so I know that. I don't know how you do a full-time job and football and this. And to have your first sale in 48 hours is amazing. And I thank you for sharing that with us. And your energy is awesome.
Thank you.
Miss Diamond, I got to talk to you a little bit earlier today, and I know this is your first time, and I want to welcome you to our panel, and I want to hear your story, how you came into the Unit of Prosperity and how it's working for you.
Well, I came in about a month ago. Shout out to my mentor, Evelyn. She's a family friend, and she just told my mom about DS Domination and how it was working for her. So I watched the video, and then I was hooked. And then I started. I was a little worried I wasn't going to sell anything, but I started listing, and I think within my first week I made my first sale. And I work from home full-time. My mom had a stroke in March, so it was really tough, and financially we were really needing the help, but this has really helped me so far.
So your mom had a stroke and you're working from home, and you're using this company to basically support you guys, right? That's pretty amazing. You know what? Kudos to you. That is so awesome to hear for people out there that that are worried. And again, everybody, we can't disclaimer that it's what you put into this, and everybody's income can vary, but that's awesome, and I appreciate you joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Next, we have Miss Gina. I got to speak to you just a little bit earlier today too, as well. Tell us about how you came into the program and how's it working for you.
Okay, can you see me okay? Can you hear me? Are you able to hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, I thought this started like a couple hours later, so I didn't get a chance to jump in the shower. So this is not what I typically look like. But anyway, I am a mom of 5, and I have 2 left at home, and I have 3 grandbabies. And I've been a hairstylist for 27 years, and I just had a joint replacement on my thumb due to arthritis for doing hair for so long. So, I also am involved in another network marketing company, and what I found with that I love about DS Dominations is I felt like I was dependent on what my team did. And with this, I feel like I'm more in control, and I'm just loving my results, and and the more I put into it, the more I get out of it. And I know there's a sponsoring side of it also, but you can make money just on your own. So I'm loving it.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you for joining us. And so, because I guess you had the thumb surgery, you're probably not doing hair as much, and DS Domination's kind of coming in and helping you supplement that, it sounds like. That's
right, exactly. Yeah, I'll be off for 6 months, so I have 3 more months. So I'm trying to make enough and get enough built up so that maybe I wouldn't have to go back near as much, and maybe just supplement some so I can relax a little bit.
Absolutely, and I guess as you'll see and hear in that, and it's an amazing what this program's doing for different people. Thank you very much, and I'm glad you still stepped in.
Thank you. Thank you.
Even though it was earlier than you thought.
I know. Thank you.
Okay, we have Miss Heidi. Miss Heidi, are you here with us? Thank you for being so helpful for me tonight, earlier as well. Welcome to the panel, and just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, hey everyone, thank you for having me. I'm so excited to finally be on a Winning Women Network panel. I'm just super excited, and I'm super excited for de-examination. I got started a few months ago, and really it started off as just a way for mommy to get some new shoes. I'm a homeschool mom of 4. I also ghostwrite on the side. But primarily, I'm a homeschool mom, and that takes up a lot of time. So when I saw de-examination, I was kind of on the network marketing burnout, tired of paying, a couple of $100s to join an opportunity and then having to worry about building this big downline and all of that. So I really wanted to focus on my children. But when I saw this program, I was like, $20 to learn how to make money on eBay. Like, I could get new shoes every week. Like, this is easy. So I joined right up. And honestly, everybody tells the feel-good story, but I was a procrastinator, you guys. And so I overthunk the training. I really did. If that's the word, overthunk. But I overthought it, and I didn't get started for the first 20 days. And then it was time to pay my $20 again, and I said, oh my goodness, I need to get started. I listed one item, and the next morning, I had a funny little eBay icon on my phone, and I about jumped out my seat. And then the rest of the day, the phone kept going cha-ching, and every time the phone said cha-ching, myself and my 3 daughters just got the giggles. And it did that, like, consistently. I had a hot item, and it did that consistently for a week. And then I got involved in sharing with others, because when you're cha-chinging all day, how can you not share with others? And, it's just been a fun ride. I will not walk away from DSD at all. You will absolutely have a great time. The women, the community, the group, so supportive, so fun. I'm sorry I missed, meeting all of you in Vegas. But this is like the best $20 I've spent. And yeah, I've gotten some pairs of shoes along the way. So, make sure that you get with the person who invited you here, click the join button, and have a great time. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Miss Heidi. I absolutely appreciate hearing that story. So Mama's going to get 52 pair of shoes a year. It sounds like where you're going. I love to hear that you put one item up and then you had a cha-ching the next day. I have to say that's pretty exciting. I'm sure we all know when first time we hear that noise, everybody just starts jumping for joy. I appreciate your story, Miss Heidi. That was awesome. There was something that struck me that I feel in my heart that I got to come back to real quick. And just Diamond, we kind of fluffed because I was a little nervous with the whole imperfect action of my hangout tonight, but I just want to come back to just real quick and just talk about this, because when you got started with DS Domination, how did you get started? And I understand that and I know this because I had a mother that was ill. Is DS Domination is allowing you to be home with your mom and take care of her? Is that correct?
Right, and mostly with the stroke, you have to stay off of stress. So it was stressing her out seeing me work full-time, and we were still struggling to pay our bills. But now that I have de-examination, she knows there's an extra income coming in, so that's helping her out with not being so stressed out.
What a blessing that is, Miss Diamond. I mean,
it really is.
It really is. And for you too, because you know what, I did work when my mom was ill, and you've got a life of no regret, and that's amazing, and what you're doing for her is amazing. And again, I think the owners, I praise the owners of our company every day, and now I'm going to get choked up, but I just had a funeral this weekend, and I was able to attend and drop everything and be there, and I wouldn't have been able to do that if I was working the 9-to-5 job. And I'm grateful to the owners of this company and to Reginald Stinson and Keisha and Rachel and all these leaders that just allow for this to happen. So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get emotional on you guys.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so Miss Kiki, you've been waiting so patiently, and I didn't mean to interrupt, and I so want to hear your story. So please tell us how you got into DS Domination and how's it going for you. Can you hear me, Miss Kiki? Are you taking off the mic? You click the little button up there.
Yes, I'm here. I thought I updated it, but anyway, my name is Kiana Williams. Right now I'm living in Richmond, Virginia. My story is that I am as my dad would call me, a career student. Been in college for quite some time, looking for that degree that once I get out, I'll be able to work and support myself. I got my degree in kinesiology, found out there's no jobs for that. So I worked in a hospital 3 o'clock in the morning until noon, and that just wasn't working for me. And I've tried basically every job. Now, my dad, I would say that he is a network marketer. He has shown me every business that he's been involved in. I came up to Virginia to visit him one day, and he went through 6 different marketing programs that he was in. And then he showed me DS Domination. And as soon as I seen that one, I was like, okay, I can do this. So the next day, when I got back home to Texas, I actually signed up. I listed about 15 items. I did what you're not supposed to do. I halfway watched the training videos. And I sold my first item. I got excited, and then I was like, okay, that's $180. How am I supposed to pay for that? So my biggest thing to everybody, of course, is watch the training videos. Right now, I'm a contract worker for health screenings, and in June, I basically had 4 events to work for the whole month, and that was my only form of income. So I decided that I was going to go through these training videos with DS Domination and make sure that I understood what was going on. So since then, I have upgraded to Elite. Of course, now selling internationally, it's a great thing. I actually have my first big cha-ching about a week and a half ago. Made $340 in profit. That included the cashback offers that you get with Elite. And with that being said, within 2.5 weeks of the month, I paid half of my rent. So I'm just definitely thankful for this opportunity because, once again, I don't have a steady job, and this is giving me the income where I don't have to stress about money and going out to find a full-time 9-to-5 job. And once again, I want to thank you all for allowing me on this panel tonight. I'm very nervous. It's my first time. So I just want to say thank you. And thank you to Carrie George and my brother Cameron Williams and my dad Ronald Williams for actually getting me on this panel tonight.
So, okay, let me just repeat this again. You signed up for Elite, and what was the amount that you made on one item?
It was $340 in profit.
$340 in profit. That is awesome.
Yes. I didn't know what to do. I was so excited. So, I mean, it's definitely a program that's going to work if you just stick and stay, as they say, and you just become a student of the program.
Well, thank you so much. That is amazing. I'm glad you took your time to watch it, because it's definitely, you're in the right place. You're in the right place. Okay, I'm going to step aside now and let my co-host, who's been sitting here, Miss Tiffany, Miss Beautiful Tiffany, to step in and tell us your story and finish us out. Thank you so much for co-hosting this with me tonight, Miss Tiffany.
Thank you so much, Scarlett. You've done an awesome job. Technical glitches happen all of the time, and it's no big deal. We're still here, and everyone is waiting to hear our stories. So thank you so much for getting on, and you did an awesome, fantastic job. And I just want to take a few minutes to just kind of recap what I heard tonight, because we've heard some phenomenal stories. I mean, the $340 profit, if we just think about that on one item, that would pay probably most people car note. All right, so think about that. Most people card note between $250 to $450, depending on the card they have. And if you on one sale, making $340 profit for a $20 investment, that's like mind-blowing, right? Mind-blowing that you can pay your card note off of one sale. So a lot of people have asked me recently, can you make money with DS Domination? Does it work? Absolutely, if you be a student of the program. I won't guarantee that you'll make $10,000 tonight, but what I will tell you that if you get in the program and you be consistent and persistent, that you will make income in this business. And you have to do the training, right? You have to follow instructions. You have to list items. You have to work on your titles. But if you be a student of the program, be consistent and persistent, you will have your own success. We also have, it was so amazing to hear about how Diamond is taking care of her mother. That is huge because a lot of people can't work a full-time job or the job they want to work because they have to take care of loved ones, whether it's their mother, their father, their children, someone that can't support themselves or can't take care of themselves. And so we have a panel of phenomenal women up here that have phenomenal stories. And I just wanted to just make sure that we really took some time to recap what we've already heard tonight, because the women here are phenomenal and they have some phenomenal stories to share. So I want to keep moving along with the panel who's here, making sure I don't miss anyone. We have Pam. Pam, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Awesome, Pam. Let's hear your story.
Well, I am a wife and a mom of two that are still at home, a 12-year-old and a 15-year-old. And I am also a registered nurse and work full-time outside of the house. And I work weekends typically. Today I got off. Yay! And that is disturbing to some of the people that I work with that our census is low, and so we're getting called off. I was called off yesterday and today, and I'm like, I don't care. It's great. I get to be home with my family because I'm making money in my own business. But I got started a few months back, and I really didn't tell anybody about it because I didn't want to be one of those people that went from thing to thing and shouting about this, this new company I'm in without, kind of testing the waters myself. And I started listing items. I watched the videos. I paid attention and did what I was told to do, trying to be a good student. And within 4 days, I had made my first sale. And, I was sitting here at the computer, had come home from work and was listing items, and my phone was in the kitchen, and I hear cha-ching, and I was like, oh, honey, did you hear that? And that was it. I was hooked. But I absolutely love it, and I want to say, talking about the technical difficulties we had earlier, you don't have to be a technical guru to make money in this business. We're all making money using this system, and it doesn't take a great technical knowledge to be able to do that. It is a simple system. You get simple step-by-step instructions. You follow those instructions, and it works. It just works, and I absolutely love it. And I thank you so much for having me out today.
So Pam, what is the best part about this business for you? Because you still work, and what is the best part about this business for someone who's maybe still having a full-time job? Just give us some of your feedback on that. Some people say, well, I work, I may not have time to commit to something like this, and just share your thoughts.
Well, when it comes to having time, we make time for the things that are important to us. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, and if having your own business, running your own business, and making money from home is important to you, then you will make the time. You will find the time, carve it out one way or another. And if it's not important, well, then you'll use that time in another way. For me, it's simple. That's one of the great things about it. It's just a simple, straightforward system. And the other thing is, I get real excited when people buy things that I like. I'll find something that may or may not already be, listed on eBay, and I think, well, that's cute. I like it. Somebody else is bound to like it. And when somebody else buys it, I'm like, yes, they liked it too. So I feel like a personal shopper. I tell my husband all the time, I'm getting paid to shop. I like it.
and we really are getting paid to shop, right? So we're getting paid to do what we do anyway. And I'm probably the only person on this panel who don't shop as much. So now I find myself when I'm going into stores, now we're going to take a swing with the Genesis app, okay? I find myself scanning items, spending way more time in the store than I would normally spend, because I'm honestly the person who's in, okay, I have my list and I'm out. So you get paid to do what you love to do. And what I like is that sometimes, because I don't shop a lot, I actually find things that are kind of unique. And then they just start selling like hotcakes. It's like hotcakes. I'm like, who the heck is buying this? All right. So for all the newbies out there, I'm going to tell you guys what I sold, right? I was trying to get out my PayPal holes, and I actually still list this item today because I think it's just absolutely hilarious that it sells on eBay. But I sell like Post-it notes. Like something you can find in the dollar store for maybe $2 for $1 or $1. I sell Post-it notes just for the heck of it to see how many I'm gonna sell by the end of the year. And I think I'm up to like 20 Post-it notes, right? So it's just amazing what sells on eBay. So can you make money? You can sell a Post-it note. You can sell a snowblower. We have people drop shipping cars. So what you put into this business and what you sell is literally up to you. And the money you make is literally up to you and how much time you put into this business. So thank you so much, Pam, because you do get in this business what you get out of this business what you put into this business. And that's what I like about it. You don't have, it's not about your downline. It's not about your sponsor. It's about you. And if you take the time to get into the training, I love that being a student of the program, you'll see results for yourself. And thank you so much for sharing your story tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
So we want to bring on Miss Lakeisha. How are you?
Hello, Tiffany. I am well.
Good. So if you could share a little about your story and about some of the products that maybe, your success with the products, and just give us just some feedback, because I saw some pictures of you in the store doing some things, and people may not understand what that's all about. So I want you to share your story, how you got started in Domination, what it's done for you, and give us a little bit about why you're always in the store nowadays, okay?
Okay, great. Thank you for having me, and I want to say thank you to Keisha for having this platform for us, because this is a phenomenal place for us to come and really share with other women how they could really change their life and have the time freedom that others have spoken of, as well as the financial gains. So one thing I realized tonight, Tiffany, just sitting here as Pam spoke, Pam, Angie, and I are 3 registered nurses. So, my mission, vision, and passion is to just reach our profession. We do need great nurses, and I'm sure all 3 of us are great nurses. I've been a nurse for almost 19 years. Wow. But along with that, I had a goal and a dream to fire my boss, and I love taking care of people. I've been in the nursing field for, like I say, almost going on 20 years. So of course I had to love taking care of people. But now I'm ready to flip the script, and I'm ready to take care of some people financially. I've saved a lot of lives, so I'm ready to save some financial lives. Awesome. So it just gives me joy to see other nurses that are here, and we make a great income in most cases. If you're willing to go where the money is no limit. But again, I think Pam just said that she was faced with getting flexed. We call it flex where I used to work. We would get flexed last August. So that's really what brought me to DS Domination, is because I was actually working a full-time job, and they cancel you. And if you don't have PTO, paid leave, then you don't get paid. So that's what I was faced with, basically, because I love to travel. And if you see me, you're my Facebook friend, you know how I live, and that's what I love, and so I had booked the vacation, and I had time when I booked the vacation, but because we were getting canceled, my time was eaten up. So I was faced with looking for a second nursing job. And I just said, I didn't want the first job. I really wanted to be independent and work from home. So with me having to go out and look for another job, that's really how I came across DS Domination. I was just really looking for something for me. at that point, because I've been a person who have done multi-level marketing. I've done direct sales, and I've done all that. And I have brought people along with me through different companies, and I promised them the best of the best of the best. You can do it. I believed in them sometimes more than they believed in themselves, and it didn't happen. So it gives you, you know, a feeling of letdown. You know, I felt like I was deceiving them, you know, or I felt like I really let them down, okay? So I just got to the point where I was just tired of doing the same thing. So I said, you know what, I'm going to find something that I can do. So I know, you know, if I need $500, I'm not going to stop until I get the $500 because that's who I am. That's my genetics, I guess. So with that being said, once I joined DS Domination, I was busy, so I sat on it for a couple of months. I sat on it actually October and November. Well, one of my coworkers, another registered nurse, she joined me, and I, you know, just posted the link to a hangout. She joined, and in November, she made over $2,000. I'm like, wait a minute, and I'm looking for another job. If I had an extra 500, just the extra 500 a month, that would be good. That would keep me from having to get another job. So at that point, I just started, you know what, let me take this serious. Let me look at the videos. And I think someone mentioned that they didn't really look at the videos like they should have, and they listed a high price item, so they were out of their pocket. Same thing happened to me. I listed 2 items that were high priced, and I was out of my money, but you know, it just flipped over. In like 6-7 days, I had my money back, no problem. But the big thing that happened is I had my phone at the nurse's station when the cha-ching happened, and I happened to be down the hall. So my coworkers was like, your phone is making some kind of noise and it's at the desk. You know, you need to turn it off. And so by the time I picked up the phone, the second cha-ching happened. So within 2 days of me listing my first 2 items, both those items sold. Now, results may vary. We do know that, but it happened just like that. So at that point, Tiffany, I'm like, you know what? I need to really get this thing going. So I went to my closet. I started digging, looking for things that were collecting dust. I pulled out several things, and those things sold just like that. So the first week of doing this business, I made roughly like $1,070. So at that time, Tiffany, I knew that this was the place for me. I knew that this was what was going to bring me home. I knew that I had to share this with everybody I knew because it was a simpler system than what I dealt with in the past, making promises and bringing people along. So although I was going to be selfish at first and keep it to myself, I'm not going to be an affiliate. I don't want to promise people anything anymore. I had to do it. So I became an affiliate. And I am on a mission to share this business with everybody I know. I even got up a couple of Sundays ago and went against the grain at my Baptist church and stood up and told the whole congregation that, you know, basically what I was doing. And they were like, you know, some of the elderly, they were like frowning. But hey, I would feel like if I don't share this, it's like spitting in the face of God. And I have to bless other people. Okay, so that is really what it's all about. That's what the camaraderie that we have on the team, the unit of prosperity, the Winning Women Network, that's really what it's all about. It's about all the people who are able to buy a new refrigerator. One lady said she was taking her food to her mom's house, the grocery, and having to go to her mom's house every day before she cooked dinner for her kids. Somebody else was able to put food in their refrigerator. So, you know, you may be here today. You may not be looking to fire your boss because that was my goal, but that may not be your goal. You may be just looking for an extra $200, like Kiana made $340 off one sale, and you said it, that could pay somebody's car note. So if that is you, whoever invited you to this hangout, click the link and join them, okay? And about the products, the first week, Tiffany, that I made that $1,000, I'm like, you know what? I know that this is the place for me. I know I'm going to stick and stay. And with the education that I learned, is worth more than the $60,000 that I paid for my bachelor's degree, okay? So I knew that I had to upgrade to next level so that I could get some other products, okay? So I could get more education and have more resources and more of what the company had to offer. You know, so anyway, I have now I'm all the way up to Genesis, and Genesis is our last product that just came out. We had our first national convention and in Las Vegas, and they released this product. And since then, I have been straight up going gangbuster in the stores. I cannot go to the store without scanning something. The other day, my mom and I, like 2 days ago, my mom and I were in another city. So I'm like, we got to scout out some stores that's not in our city, right? So we saw a store, like a bargain basement type of store. You know, everything you can imagine was in this store, and like really dirt cheap prices. So we scanned and scanned and scanned, you know, with the app, because our company provided us with the app so that we could scan. So I scanned and scanned, no signal, no service. So I told Mom, you know what? We got to take pictures. So we took pictures of about 200 items. We took the barcode because Lakeisha will not be denied and will not be. So, I mean, you just have to take lemons and make grape juice, okay? So we took pictures of the barcodes. So tonight after this hangout, my job is to look up these items on Amazon to see how much they could possibly retail for. And when I go back on Tuesday, I'm going with my credit card in hand.
You know what you said so much, Lakeisha. You said so much, but I like what you said about the app wasn't working, the signal was bad. You know, you might have been in a place where your signal wasn't working well, but that didn't stop you from doing what you needed to do. All right. So for you guys who may not be familiar with the Genesis product, it is one of our newest product. It really is a game changer in this business, and it's showing you how to walk into a store to find items that are currently selling on Amazon, or to create your own item and sell that item on Amazon, or make the dream item that you always wanted to have, but you just never knew how to get it done or how to get it implemented. You know, she's talking about a way to make money, to really, truly automate this business for herself, and it's just phenomenal, and there's no limit. So people come sometimes with excuses. How much does it cost? You just said you spent, what, $60,000 in education?
Yes.
All right. So I'm not even going to get into how much my student loans are, but let me tell you, they're more than $60,000. Okay. So most people, when they come to me with $20 about joining this business, and they ask me, does it cost? Is it a monthly fee? I kind of stop, put my guard up right there, because if you want to make money, you have to invest in your future. All right. So for $20, I have to push back, because I'm like, I spent over my total student loans plus my scholarships is well over $100,000 for me to get the career that I wanted. And now we telling you, you can make $1,000 by investing $20 and get it into the training, and you don't want to do that, but you want to like come out of debt and make money. I don't think you're that hungry yet. I don't think you're really ready for what this opportunity have. But if you are, and I believe that everyone who's watching this video tonight, this webinar tonight, I believe you are ready for a change. And I believe that change is going to allow you to invest the $20, to click on the button below, join the opportunity. I mean, $20, right? I mean, I'm telling you right now, I went to get my nails done. I got my eyebrows arched. I got my pedicure last night, and it was way more than $20, right? So $20, click on the link and join, or get back with the person who invited you to this webinar to get more information. These testimonies are real. The stories are real. These are real women who are using this simple system to create generational wealth, to create income. Again, $500, you said it so correctly, $500 a month for most households will make or break them. And that's true. $500 will make or break most families in the United States and abroad. So click on the link below. Go ahead and join us. Get back with the person who invited you to this webinar. We want to welcome you into DS Domination and welcome you into the unit of prosperity. And more importantly, we want to welcome you taking control of your future. And I like to say becoming your own boss, right? Creating your own or building your own success story with this domination. So, ladies, this has been a phenomenal panel here. I love the energy. I love everything. Scarlett, do you have anything you want to add?
I just want to thank you, Miss Tiffany, so much for stepping up and helping me lead this tonight. And Lakeisha, oh my gosh, you've just absolutely, you are speaking the truth, and thank you for that. And you know, I just this program we've talked about a lot about the eBay and the cutting and the pasting, and you know, I was shocked that it only took me 3 weeks to replace my $1,000 a month on unemployment income. And shockingly, my husband didn't teach for 2 months, and it just keeps replacing, and just keeps, you know, it just keeps building. But there's another side of this business, and it's the personal development side that I think we all have experienced with this program. Yeah, I didn't really want to sell. I wasn't going to do any of that silliness. And, you know, once my phone started going off and people started asking about it, I had to become an affiliate because people were going to sign up, and I needed to be one for them to do that. So once I became that, just the stuff that we're learning on that part, you know, just one quick little story. I was at a service this weekend, and I did a video 3 years ago, and I'm out of town and trying to figure out how to get this video to this family because my aunt wanted to see her husband and show it. Well, you know, if I hadn't been in this program, I would not know how to use YouTube. And I would not know how to upload a video and be able to send a link, and none of that world would have existed if it wasn't for the training that Keisha has put in the back office and Reginald has put in the back office and all these incredible leaders. So, you know, I've learned how to create an income. I'm part of a book club with Rachel Kelly, and, you know, the personal development is unbelievable. So, you know, guys, it's not just, although the money disclosure, not everybody makes the same, the money is great. You know, it's really helped us a lot. But what it's done for me as a person, and the way that it's stepped out, and the encouragement and the love that I have experienced through this community is absolutely unbelievable. And I want to thank you guys tonight for being here with us. Tiffany, you're awesome. You rock. The calm in the storm as I'm freaking out. I appreciate you just, you know, stepping in and just being such a great partner tonight. And everybody on this panel. And again, I know we've said it, but, you know, God bless you, Keisha Bass, because, you know, you're pushing us out there to do this, and you are right there when we have a problem, and you're going to step in and you're going to make it all okay. And I love you, and I appreciate you beyond words, because you are changing my family and you're changing generations, and I appreciate you for that. I appreciate you for that. So I think that we are done, and I'm thinking that I don't know how to really unlive us, and Keisha thinks that's kind of funny. So I want to thank you guys. Again, go back to the person who invited you. If you would like to join, please click the link below, or go and message the person who invited you. This is just an amazing program, and whoever took the time to invite you, thank them, because they're investing in you as well. So thank you very much, and you guys have a great night.
Thank you for watching. For more information, go to the About tab and visit my website. You'll see it right there in the description. It's partnerwithyvonne.com. Again, www.partnerwithyvonne.com.